Next, we head to Pensacola, Florida, where 23-year-old Nicholas Nehring is waiting to be questioned about the murder of 26-year-old Joseph Ross. 5 hours earlier, Pensacola PD was dispatched to a local convenience store to investigate a shooting. They arrived to find Joseph lying on the ground with 5 gunshot wounds to the chest and back. He was rushed to the hospital, but died later that day. Witnesses at the store told police they saw Joseph arguing on the phone, walking around the back of the building. Then, a short time later, a red Dodge pickup truck pulled in and followed him around the back. Gunshots rang out just before the truck sped away from the scene. When officers went to notify Joseph's family, his brother, John Ross, gave them their first lead on a suspect.
You know anybody that drives like a red Dodge pickup truck?
Yeah.
Who?
Well, my friend Nick does.
Have you ever gotten into it with your brother before?
I mean, I don't think they're on the best terms. Nick's he seems like he's crazy. I wouldn't really want to mess with him.
Armed with eyewitness testimony and mobile phone tracking data placing him at the murder scene, detectives arrested Nehring later that night. They also recovered several firearms from both his car and person, including a gun they suspected was the murder weapon. Now in the interrogation room, Detective Danny Harnett begins questioning the suspect.
Is there any reason that your truck would have been at the CVS around the corner from his house tonight?
No.
It shouldn't have been. Then how was it there?
I don't know.
You were there because people wrote down the tag number of your truck there. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain that?
No, the truck shouldn't have been there. Wasn't my possession.
It was there.
Wasn't my possession.
But you were there.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, you were.
Detective Harnett decides to try bluffing, a legal and accepted interrogation technique in hopes of eliciting a reaction. So he tells Nehring he has video footage of him committing the crime.
How do you know that? Video cameras?
Did you see him on video?
You're kind of distinct.
But the truth.
Yes.
Bitch, okay? That's straight up honesty. Bitch. Okay? You deserved it.
The move pays off, and Nehring not only confesses to the crime, but brags about it.
If I wouldn't have done it, somebody else would have did it. He reached for nothing. Shot the Saul's face. He made a noise and I shot the bitch in the head. Cause I'm a real that's why. And I made sure that's dead because no dead man tells no tell. Up because I used my truck and camera.
Nehring was arrested and charged with first-degree premeditated murder. At trial, Nehring pled not guilty. His attorney argued that his client made the confession up to protect the real killer, a friend who was driving his red Dodge that night. But the jury wasn't buying it, and they convicted Nehring of first-degree murder. He was sentenced to the mandatory life sentence, and he'll have no chance of parole.
How do you fit the green chair at the
Next, we head to Orlando, Florida, where Orange County deputies are interrogating 42-year-old Sarah Boone about the death of her 42-year-old boyfriend, George Torres Jr. A day earlier, Boone called 911, informing police that her boyfriend had died in a rather unusual way.
Tell me exactly what happened there.
My boyfriend and I were playing last night, and I put him in a suitcase and we were playing. And like kind of hide and seek kind of thing. So I fell asleep and I woke up and he was dead in the suitcase.
George died of positional asphyxia from being zipped up in the suitcase for an estimated 11 hours. On the scene, Boone explained to investigators how the couple regularly played hide and seek, and that this time, George got creative with his hiding spot.
He thought it would be funny to be put in the suitcase, so I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna joke with you and I'll zip you up and make him, squirm a little bit, whatever it is. But then I fell asleep.
In an interview with police, she claims although she and George had been drinking that night, this incident was playful. Today, investigators confront Boone with disturbing video found on her phone.
Sarah.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah. Sarah.
You.
Sarah. Sarah. I can't breathe, babe. Seriously.
Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me.
Sarah. Sarah.
You.
Please, Sarah.
That's my name. Don't wear it up.
That's you.
Sarah.
Your voice.
Sarah.
I don't want to watch that, please. I didn't do it intentionally.
What do you think is going to happen if you leave somebody in a confined space like that?
I did not zip it up all the way. I did not zip it up all the way. This is horrific, okay? Horrific. It is terrible. Horrific. I don't think I'll ever be right because of this. Ever be right. Okay.
All right, do me a favor, stand up. I need you to turn around, face the wall. Put your hands behind your back. Do you have anything in your pockets that I should know about?
No.
Okay.
Why is this happening?
Because George is dead.
Not intentionally. We understand that.
He's still dead.
Later that day, Boone was charged with second-degree murder in the death of George Torres Jr. She's pled not guilty. She's being held in the Orange County Jail without bond. Her trial is pending.